All right, some online questions for Mr. Ben Bius, of course, as Senate candidate, District 5. The GOP nomination is up for grabs. Some questions we couldn't get to on air. Ben, talk a little bit about property rights. That's really been your passion over the years, and you're probably looking to strengthen them if you get that seat in the Senate.
Absolutely. In 2004, we created the Home and Landowners Association of Texas to look after the interest of homeowners and landowners. I've worked my entire adult life in the real estate field, and just like taxation, eminent domain and the taking of a person's property for a public use is going to be a huge question in this next legislative session. And I would like to see that the government does respect the property owner's rights and that we can make things much better and not allow property to be taken for non-public uses. And defining that term is critical.
When it comes to the governor's race, who are you supporting and why?
I am not involved in the governor's race. I'm going to support the pro-life conservative candidate.
Motivation for running. You had some previous entries into the political forum as far as running for office. Had been a few years since you did make a run. Why here, why now?
Well, Senator Ogden called and encouraged me to run. He said, if you want to run, run. And I didn't really want to get involved in politics. I'd pretty well gotten over it. But I looked at this race, and there was some clear issues on voting records and people's credentials and what they might do if elected to. And so I decided to get in the race, and I defeated my first opponent. And when Senator Ogden changed his mind, I was in the race for the right reasons. I am serious that ending generational welfare is the key to us saving our state and our nation, and balanced budget and lower taxes. We cannot continue to give people money to do nothing, buy drugs, and not take care of their families. And if I can accomplish that, I will be satisfied, and I promise you, I will come home.
When it comes to a primary, it sometimes is difficult to differentiate between the candidates in some cases. In this case, what would you say is the biggest problem, I guess, you have with the senator, whether it's a voting record or a stand that he's taken? What would be your biggest issue that you take with him?
I never said a thing about Senator Ogden other than he was an honorable man and he'd never broken his word to me. We've always disagreed on Robin Hood, franchise tax, Trans-Texas Corridor. He has done things that I would not do. Those are differences, and they're policy differences. And whether you call them liberal or conservative, that's for the voters to decide. I'm a true conservative. I'm a conservative first and a Republican. But these are policy differences. I would not do those things. He did. I will fight for private property rights. I'll fight for lower taxes, and I'm going to fight to fix government so that it can perform its essential functions.
Mr. Bius, we appreciate the time this morning, sir. Thank you for coming in.
All right. Thank you.